Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you've had a great Christmas. I hope your loved ones are well, you're keeping safe, and you're taking great care of yourselves. I am Lillian Namayanja. I'm recording this from Canada, and I hope it will be helpful to anyone that would like to come to Canada to pursue their studies. Could be graduate studies or undergraduate studies. When I say undergraduate, I'm talking about diploma, certificates, postgraduate diploma, bachelor's degree, or a master's degree or a PhD, whatever you're looking at, whatever your choice is or your goal is. I am recording this to encourage you. These things are doable. You can do it. You don't have to have been born here or have had a very sophisticated life or a very good education from an international school. Wherever you came from, wherever you're born, this place is for us all. You can come here, you can thrive in your education, you can build a life here. So a little bit about myself. I am born in Masaka. Masaka is in Uganda. Uganda is in East Africa. Yeah, miles away. That's where I come from. And I'm admitted and waiting to start my classes in January of 2022 here in Kamloops, British Columbia in Canada. My university is called Thompson Rivers University, and I'm going to be pursuing my Master of Business Administration. Thompson Rivers University is a designated learning institution here in Canada, or what you would call a government institution. And an international student. And yeah, I'm here. I am happy to connect with everyone out there. I'm happy to be here for you, share some information that may be insightful on what you would like to do, but also to encourage you and offer you support where I can. You can ask questions, I will be answering those, and depending on what you ask about most will show which video I will be recording for you. So how did I come up with this idea? The idea of recording my journey and how I have got this idea, how I came all the way here, comes from the fact that as my husband and I were looking into the possibility of getting a school and processing a study permit and all that, we used to look into biographies and look through YouTube videos that are available, and we were very interested in finding someone that is close to what we know, maybe someone from Uganda or East Africa. But this did not come easily. We didn't find anyone that could tell the story from what we knew best. Though we found others from Nigeria, South Africa, name it, and others from India, Asian countries, that gave us a lot of insight on what should be done, the steps we had to take. And yeah, we started on the journey. When someone from Uganda or wherever I come from, East Africa, thinks of pursuing studies in a land that is not familiar to them, we always think of going to consultants to help us through this journey. However, we opted to do our own research, then enrich ourselves with information and try to do something on our own. We chose that path. It came easier, We did not have to pay anyone a lot of money to help us put the paperwork together. We did it ourselves. Like any other person, pursuing a master's degree is not something that you just easily wake up and say, tomorrow, let me go and start on this. You give it some thought. So I had graduated with a bachelor's degree from Chambogo University in 2009, which I graduated with flying colors. I got work in Uganda, consultancies, served on some boards for some organizations, and I was happy. I was achieving my life goals. Life was moving on well, but I felt I should achieve more. I looked more at the value that I'm getting from the time that I put in to do my work. There came a point where I felt I had done enough work at my existing job at Central Broadcasting Service. It's a radio station, and I felt there was nothing really new I was adding onto the company, and I thought that was the time I needed to go out and focus on something else. While I also had consultancies running with quality assurance and management consultants, I also felt I would add more value to my clients by enriching my knowledge in the management and business arena. The thought of pursuing a master's degree at home crossed my mind for years, but with COVID-19 coming in around 2020, seeing how fast everything changed, how we were panicked and like left in anxiety, we didn't know how to proceed with life. Institutions in my country, Uganda, closed, and we didn't know how to carry on with life. So there is when I got the idea. I'm like, okay, can't I study elsewhere apart from Uganda? Can't I use this time before everything comes back to normal for me to pursue an education that will be valuable and also take me to greater heights and help me better? So yeah, we decided that I apply for school in Canada. And this decision I took with my husband, and we felt very okay with it. And regardless of whatever challenge that would come with it, we felt we had saved up some money that would help us with that. So we went in and started searching on how one gets into the system up to when they get a study permit to come in and study in Canada. So today I am going to embark on that. I will tell you my journey. Whoever has any questions, they will be welcome. You can ask in the comment section. I'll be glad to take you through it all. So like any other university, there are requirements that you should fulfill if you're to start applying for a placing in their university. One of those requirements for most of the universities in Canada is to get your certificates from your country, whatever certificate you have, evaluated by World Education Services. That is the first step you have to take. Then from there, when we got my certificate, we submitted it to WES for evaluation. It was done, and WES shares it with all the institutions that you think you're going to apply to, or your institutions that you've applied to will contact World Education Services for results of your evaluation. So it came back, I had been evaluated, and my degree was matching the level of a degree, bachelor's degree in an international university like Thomson Rivers University. So that was catered for. The other requirement was getting a band 7 of an international learning test exam that you can get from Uganda. I had to apply through British Council. Applied through British Council to sit that exam. While when you're planning to apply as a master's for a master's degree, you have to do an international English learners test that is equivalent to an academic one. So you do the academic English, international English learners test through British Council. They would mark it and give you your score. So I scored a band 7, which was very good, above the pass mark that is required to get me a seat in the master's class. Submitted those to the school. However, there was also a requirement to get a GMAT. GMAT in Uganda, you apply through Makerere University, the Institute of Computer Technology, I think. You go there, it is you apply, you do your exam, and you know your marks there, and then it is equivalent to like an IQ or those aptitude tests. So it's done there, and your score is submitted to your school as well. Your school will ask for it if it is a requirement for you to get into that MBA class. So all those were done. Then I applied to Thomson Rivers University. It's a university that we chose with my husband after looking through several universities. We looked at different universities, and we had requirements or a list of parameters we had set that must be fulfilled by that university for us to choose it. But most of all, this had to be a designated learning institution. So we zeroed on Thomson Rivers University, where I applied and we got admitted. I got a seat in the MBA class. While it is advisable to apply to more than 2 or 3 universities, because as the saying goes, you don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if 3 of them deny you or 2 of them, one will accept you. But I don't know, we seemed quite sure. We just applied to one, which happened to give me a seat in the MBA class. Thankful for that. And the requirement for you to obtain that seat or to keep that seat was to pay a deposit on your tuition. The school usually what they do is send you an email communicating your acceptance and your seat that you've been given in that class, and they also send you a compiled list of the different fees or costs that you have to meet as a student. So I had applied for full-time MBA where I was given a seat, and we went ahead and paid the deposit for us to be able to save this seat in this class. I would like also to inform you that MBA is one of those very competitive courses where it's not easy to get a seat, and once you've been communicated to that a seat has been secured, you would have to take that opportunity if you're actually very serious about taking that class. So after making the deposit, we had to start on the process of obtaining a study permit. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about the requirements that are needed to obtain a study permit in the Canadian system. Thank you for watching and listening in. See you in the next video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer you. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for more insights, especially for those people that are looking to coming to study in Canada. And to those from my country, Uganda or East Africa or Africa or anyone, I'll be very open and ready to share my experience with you. Thank you for watching and for listening in. May God bless you.